Do you know that some of the vegetables you eat every single day could actually be damaging your kidneys, weakening your muscles, and even raising your risk of stroke without you realizing it? It sounds unbelievable, but it's true. Not every vegetable that looks fresh and green is safe for your body, especially after the age of 65. Some can silently overload your kidneys with oxalates, spike your blood pressure with hidden sodium, or even interfere with the effectiveness of your medications. And yet we eat them almost every day, believing we're doing something good for our health. The truth is, the same garden that grows your healing foods can also grow the ones that quietly hurt you. I learned this the hard way many years ago while helping my elderly father recover from fatigue and muscle loss. I still remember sitting at the kitchen table, watching him slice a large bowl of raw vegetables. He smiled and said, "This is health on a plate." But later that night, his blood pressure spiked so high we had to call his doctor. That was the moment I started digging deep into how certain foods, especially vegetables, affect seniors differently than younger adults. What I found changed the way I looked at healthy eating forever. You see, vegetables are like people. Some give, some take. The right ones feed your energy, protect your organs, and slow down aging. The wrong ones quietly steal from you, taking calcium from your bones, strength from your muscles, and balance from your circulation. So today on The Inner Spark, I want to share something deeply valuable. 5 vegetables every senior should eat more often because they protect your muscles, brain, and heart. And 5 you should limit because they can quietly harm your kidneys, weaken your bones, or increase your risk of stroke. If you're someone who cares about staying active, clear-minded, and independent after 60, this will open your eyes in the best possible way. Let's start with one of the most misunderstood heroes, spinach, the muscle and memory protector. Spinach is more than a salad filler. It's nature's way of rebuilding your strength. Hidden inside those soft green leaves are nutrients that help your eyes stay clear, your bones stay strong, and your mind stay sharp. Scientists call one of its compounds lutein, a pigment that collects in the retina and acts like sunglasses for your eyes. Seniors who regularly eat spinach have up to 40% better visual function, especially when it comes to clarity and light sensitivity. But the story goes deeper. Spinach is loaded with vitamin K, essential for bone density. 1 cooked cup gives you 5 times the daily requirement. That's the difference between frail bones and confident steps. It also contains folate, a compound that reduces homocysteine, a chemical linked to memory loss and stroke. I remember one of my patients, Mr. Anderson, who was 82 but loved gardening. He had stopped driving because he felt his vision wasn't the same. I encouraged him to start adding spinach to his breakfast 3 times a week, sometimes in an omelet, sometimes as a smoothie with a banana. 3 months later, he told me he was back behind the wheel, driving carefully but confidently again. He smiled and said, "Doctor, I think that spinach really did something to my brain." It wasn't magic, it was science meeting consistency. Next comes beetroot, the circulation booster. If your energy fades quickly or your legs feel heavy, beets can be your best friend. They're packed with nitrates that open up blood vessels, helping oxygen travel more easily to your muscles and heart. Studies show that seniors who drink a small glass of beet juice daily increase blood flow to the brain and improve reaction time. I often call beetroot nature's gentle energy drink because unlike caffeine, it doesn't spike or crash, it stabilizes. One of my friends, Martha, 70, started drinking beet juice before her morning walk. She used to feel winded after 10 minutes. Now, she easily walks 30 and often sends me photos of her glowing smile after her walk. That's what real energy looks like. Not instant, but lasting. Now let's talk about sweet potatoes, the skin and immune protectors. Unlike regular potatoes, sweet potatoes are rich in beta-carotene, which your body turns into vitamin A. This helps protect your skin from dryness, boosts your immune system, and even supports your lungs. Seniors often overlook this, but skin health is more than cosmetic. It's your first defense against infection. The antioxidants in sweet potatoes also reduce inflammation in joints and muscles, making them ideal for anyone with arthritis or stiffness. Roasted, mashed, or baked, they're a warm, comforting way to heal from the inside out. Number 4 is broccoli, the detoxifier. Broccoli contains sulforaphane, a compound that helps the liver remove toxins and excess hormones. After 65, your metabolism slows and toxins linger longer, leading to fatigue and sluggishness. Broccoli acts like a cleaning crew inside your body. It also supports bone strength and immune health, thanks to its high calcium and vitamin C content. Many seniors shy away from broccoli because it can cause bloating, but if you steam it lightly and pair it with olive oil, it becomes gentle on the stomach while staying powerful in its healing effect. Number 5. Carrots, the eye and heart guardians. They're rich in beta-carotene and fiber, both essential for vision and cholesterol control. A Harvard study found that older adults who ate carrots at least 4 times per week had a 27% lower risk of heart disease. The key is consistency. A little every day adds up. I personally add shredded carrots to soups and stews. It's an effortless habit that rewards you quietly. Now that we've covered the heroes, let's turn to the ones you need to handle with care. The vegetables that, although healthy for some, can pose risks for seniors if eaten excessively. The first is tomatoes. Surprised? Tomatoes are rich in lycopene, great for heart health, but they're also high in potassium and acidity, which can be problematic for people with kidney issues or acid reflux. If you love tomatoes, balance them by adding cucumber or lettuce to reduce acidity. Moderation is the key. Don't ban them, just respect them. Next is potatoes, especially the white kind. These are high in starch, which turns into sugar rapidly, raising blood sugar levels and stressing the pancreas. Seniors who struggle with weight or diabetes should treat white potatoes as occasional comfort food, not daily fuel. Switch to baked sweet potatoes or cauliflower mash instead. They provide satisfaction without the crash. Third on the caution list is kale. Yes, the superfood. While kale is packed with vitamins, it's also very high in vitamin K and oxalates, which can cause kidney stones or interfere with blood thinners. I once had a patient who drank kale smoothies every morning because he heard it was the healthiest food. Within months, his doctor noticed changes in his kidney function. When we reduced kale to twice a week and added hydration, everything normalized. Even the best food becomes dangerous when it's out of balance. Fourth, bell peppers. Though colorful and rich in vitamin C, they can cause heartburn or irritation for seniors with sensitive digestion. If you notice bloating or discomfort, try roasting them, which reduces the acidity and brings out a sweeter flavor. And finally, eggplant, a vegetable that's nutritious but high in solanine, a compound that can worsen joint pain for people with arthritis. If you notice stiffness after eating it, try switching to zucchini or squash, which provides similar texture without the pain-triggering compounds. Let me share a short personal story here, something I often recall when people tell me, "But I've been eating these vegetables all my life." Years ago, during a health retreat I organized for seniors, there was a cheerful woman named Clara, age 76. She said, "Doctor, I eat my vegetables every day, so I should be fine." But she constantly felt tired, dizzy, and had mild swelling in her legs. We reviewed her meals. Turns out she was eating tomato soup, kale salad, and roasted eggplant almost every single day. When we adjusted her diet, replacing some of those with spinach, sweet potatoes, and broccoli, she called me 2 weeks later and said, "It's like someone turned on the lights inside me." That's the power of awareness. The goal isn't to fear food, it's to understand it. I remember my own grandmother's lesson about balance. She used to say, "Nature gives us medicine and poison in the same garden. It's your wisdom that decides what you pick." As I grew older, I realized how true that was. Every meal you make after 60 is a decision between energy and exhaustion, between strength and struggle. When you start paying attention to how your body reacts to what you eat, you begin to reclaim your health. And that's where real freedom lies. Not in complicated diets, but in mindful choices. Now, if you've been wondering how to apply this, here's a simple guide. Build your plate like a compass, half filled with greens like spinach or broccoli, a quarter with bright roots like beets or carrots, and a quarter with protein from beans, fish, or eggs. Use olive oil instead of butter, and season with herbs instead of salt. And most importantly, drink water. Your kidneys need it to flush out the very toxins you're trying to avoid. Before we close, let's circle back to what really matters, the feeling of vitality.